When we started the journey to create Last Sentinel, we knew we were going to face some incredible challenges. Building a new studio and team, constructing a brand new AAA IP all at once. I mean, it's pretty out there. But we knew if we focused on emphasizing player immersion, making bold choices, daring to do something fresh and original, all built on the artistry unique to this amazingly talented team, we could not only do it, but we had the opportunity to blow people away with something new, something special. When people see the level of craft being put into every story beat, every interaction, every single piece of imagery, they're gonna really feel that too.
We are working on something ambitious.
Never been done before.
We're building our team from the ground up. We finally get to show what we've been working on. We have our challenge cut out for us. If you look at the pedigree at Lightspeed L.A., pretty much everybody working here has shipped multiple successful AAA games. My name is Emmanuel Druckmann. I am the Cinematics and In-Game Media Director. We are working on an open world game. At the same time, we're doing a narrative deep game. All those things are not easy to do, right? Some studios take multiple games to even be able to do something like this. We're trying to get that right on game one.
I'm Janet Lau, and I'm a principal cinematic animator. The type of things I work on is like the technical and the creative aspects of cinematics.
Yes.
Look at the ladder and then look up, maybe?
Yeah, just basically a global fix.
Okay.
Because essentially, what was shot on stage worked.
Yeah.
We just go in and adjust it for the shot.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't.
So Ogden and Janet, we actually all work together at PlayStation. They're probably some of the two of the best when it comes to animation, and more specifically, detailed facial animation. At the end of the day, it's all about people, right? Because if you have the right people that believe in the project, they will figure out the tech, they will create the artistry.
We have one aim in this studio, and that's to bring in the best of the best, the greatest creatives that we can find, and we want to tell original, interesting, deep stories. So when we make a bold statement like creation is the soul of our studio, we're literally meaning we came together as a studio, as a team, with this giant desire to create things with others, to plus everything with each other.
When I first saw the credo, it gave me hope. That credo made me feel like, okay, we're in an environment where people are focused on what they're doing and getting it done. The fact that it talked about every one of us being responsible for making sure the vision happens, that's a tough thing, you know, to pull aside one of your teammates and say, hey, you know, I'm noticing this, that, or the other.
I tried to ground the spine based on kind of the hip rather than where it was before.
So overall, I think this is working fine. I think we made a bit of a meal of the head adjustment. What I was looking for is just a little bit more clarity in the motion, not so much a change in the range of motion. Seeing that credo made me feel like that would be a focus.
I think the credo really is about, I think it's a couple things. It describes the kind of game that we're going to make, which is respectful to our customers, but also talks about how we're going to make the game, which is together. And part of that is respecting each other, respecting each other's opinions, respecting each other's creative influences.
I like people, and I want to enjoy what I do with my people. Sweat together, cry together, laugh together, and have fun.
Taka is like one of those friendly Japanese uncles, and I've worked with him closely in shooting our IGM shoots, so that's in-game media. And Taka actually plays a goofy character named Ono. It's just like super funny to see him turn into a different person.
When I was interviewed for the job, one of the first questions I asked Steve was, who's writing this? And the answer was William Harms, who wrote Mafia 3. For me, that was one of the key moments where I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take this job. And the reason for that is, being familiar with Bill's writing, he writes a story about people.
It was either to be a writer or be an astronaut. And then I realized astronauts need to do math, so that was out.
We do try to hire nice people at the studio, people that are like really creative, really passionate, but that like working around other people. No asshole policy. That's the goal.
Ken and I, we work together. Like we sit like back to back. We are always having these creative sessions, you know, like talking about the game. That's how it started. Like literally, like I had my interview with him. He pitched the game to me and I was like, okay, from now on, let's start doing this. Let's find this visual language together.
Our visuals need to be able to stand apart and stand out in the industry. What makes our visuals special? When somebody sees the city or they see the motorcycle, they see Hiromi, they see a gun, what makes that special? Like, how does somebody know that that's from Last Sentinel?
With Last Sentinel, it is amazing to see the development of the art from the designs all the way through the execution. And it's unusual for me to see that close to what seems like a final image so early in the production. And it just makes me feel like we're going to have something astounding visually.
In today's modern music, you still hear kotos and shinobuis and kokyus, and I thought, what if we take some of those instruments and combine them with some traditional orchestral instruments? Because I have a belief also that orchestral instruments are never going anywhere. So those two categories blended with more modern sounds, I think is a unique style for our game, and I think it's, hopefully, it'll resonate with players.
We're definitely leveraging, you know, the latest tech that we have available. So we're kind of building the best facial rigs we can so that we can get the highest fidelity performances from our actors.
So this is a scene in one of our cinematics where we have essentially two characters escaping in a vehicle, and at one point they get slammed from behind by a truck. They spin out of control and they fly off a bridge into a lake. But in order to accomplish that, the stunt team, combined with our fabrication team on the stage, built a vehicle for the mocap purposes, probably close to 1,000 pounds, suspended that and two stunt performers off the truss, and basically we crashed it. But I couldn't do it without the team. In the pre-interview, I think it was just the pre-canned question. It's like, why are the Lightspeed L.A. the best studio in the world, or something like that? The honest truth is, like, my answer for that would have been, is like, I can't tell you we're the best studio in the world. We haven't earned that. I think we have to put an amazing game that hopefully people love as much as we are, you know, putting our love into that game, and also at the same time create a healthy culture for a studio, for people that want to come and work here and want to talk about our games and want to know what we're going to do next. And even then, I don't know if I can tell you we're the greatest studio in the world, but we strive to be.